Good evening, Sina Streamers, and welcome to the that's not what I wanted. The final leg of Endwalker MSQ with Naia. I was saving it for a rainy day. The rainy day has arrived. It is time to meet best girl, Wuk Lamat. Also, a fun little bonus to waiting so long is our boy Varshan is not, you know, buried in a sea of other people. Oh, real quick though, let me... Nope, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Just for a little bit of privacy of other people. Turn some name taggies off. There we go. We're not lurking on you, bun boy. Let's say hi to Hydaelyn. Radzat Haam. Home. Yeah! And this is When One Door Closes. Varshan has a message from Sharlayan. Ah, Naia. One of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldesion request your presence in Sharlayan at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldesion Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. Okay. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Hydaelyn the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much and more for her to see. Yeah? Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. They're gonna go on a sibling date through the city! That's cute. I kinda wonder if you go wandering, if you'll run into them now. Oh. Probably not. They probably just tucked him away forever now. Sad. But that's right. Alright, so Old Sharlayan, there's no one way from here to there. We will simply have to use an Aetheryte ticket. Also, can it be daytime? Holy heck! Where is the sun? I dressed Naia up for a vacation. Oh, when it's snowing, of course it is. Although I could do something pretty silly. I've been doing a lot of achievement hunting lately. So her Eureka fit is suitable for warm weather. Alright, Ojika, I've been summoned. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Naia. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Krile and Guraha. Will do. Hi friends! What's the news? Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the Void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Krile, I took a nice long rest, don't you worry. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Erenville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Erenville, huh? I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Naia to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium. Shall we look for him there? Sounds like a plan. Rare hoodless Krile moment. Her ponytail is so cute. Thanks, Ojika. Sorry, wait, Ojika. Wait! Oh, okay, there you are. I was like, why did he vanish? Welcome back, Naia. Ready for a nap? Oh, no, sorry. I just wanted to say hi. Alright, over to the studio. Erenville's early return likely has something to do with his visitor. Who could it be, I wonder? Now then, where is Erenville? Say no more, Krile. He shall reveal himself. Sun's coming up.
Erenville!
Hell yeah.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
Just number go up. Which can happen anytime.
I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
It seems like a costly round
Where
trip.
did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
Tural. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce
is...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
You present...
But it seems you've lost her.
Her? How do you know? Hey, Graha?
Did she wander off?
Did Erenville give us a pronoun? Did I miss that?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her.
Same
The
heart.
adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Wuk Lamat, claimant to the throne of Tural.
Claim it!
Tural.
Tural. Yeah.
It's Tural's
He did say her,
sovereign
okay.
nation. The capital bears the same name.
Oh, she looks so formidable next to Erenville, but I'm about to stand next to her and still be a giant woman.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course.
Oh my god, her animations are so good!
Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning.
She's a princess? For real?
I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you.
I only saved the world like 4 different times. Yeah, no big.
A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
Erenville likes us.
She asked who Eorzean's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
He's so cute.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Oh my god, yes.
Wait, let's all just slow down.
Graha, no, we're going on a vacation.
Wuk Lamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihyolal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulja, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Oh, his ears! Goofy boy! They have adoption in the new world.
I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
Oh, hun. Adventure is what I seek.
No, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valigarmanda.
Valigarmanda!
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
I just want to see new places, Wuk Lamat. I am going to explode! Oh, okay, Naia, though. You have my complete attention. This is strictly a rumor? Nothing more? Or Golden City? I've heard about it before. Which is true, Selk mentioned a city of gold to us. And Naia remembers.
So the tales have reached even these shores. Can't help but feel proud.
Oh, that's so cute!
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Hey, hey, hey!
Tulihyolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Oh, she said hunt. Oh no. That reaction is out of character for Naia. She'd be like, a hunt, you say? Okay, okay. Alright. Now it's cloudy. Okay, she can be back in her tropical set. Or my regular red mage. There it is. There we go. Alright. Woo, come on. Yeah, look at this. She's so tiny. I mean, she's not that tiny. She's about the height of a min-height femro. So, where to for our hunt? The stronger the prey, the better. That's the long and short of it. At the very least, I ask that you go on this hunt of hers, and take her measure for yourself. Krile? A journey to Tural. I do think it's really cute how Krile is like still kind of stumbling through every syllable of Tulihyolal. Tulihyolal. And they don't have any R rolling at all. Not even a subtle bit like Tural. Tural! It's very fun. Alright, Graha. Where are we going? The game is afoot. Grahatia appears equal parts bewildered and excited. Oh, she's so cute! 2 cats! 2 cats! 2 cats! The chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. Right on. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Haam. You went there not long ago, and culled some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so these researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition? The isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me! I can't do her voice just yet. Oh my gosh. Just so you know, I honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. But, you know, I was saying, like, I appreciate that detail, that, like, in character, Krile is sounding it out, learning how to say it. And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions... My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray, go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you all as soon as possible. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Brilliant. Okie dokie. So I took Midgard Stormer out to hang out with Hydaelyn, and that lasted for half of a quest dialogue. Whoops. Alright, we are way over here. Wait, nope, wrong one. This makes sense, right by the entrance to... Okay. Fair, fair. What do we have to say, Aaronville? We have the loan of a ship from one of the captains. A cheery fellow. I can operate the vessel, so we don't need to trouble him to take us. Ooh. Krile was acting a little strange, don't you think? This is just a simple hunt. I wonder what preparation she needs to make. Dunno, but we're gonna go. So we have to take a ship? Oh, and I've barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt! Come on, let's get going. Upon boarding the ship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Okie dokie! Wow, only item level 660? Okay, I guess. That's literally like max item level. I'm joking.
From here, we must walk.
Okay, Hydaelyn.
So much ice. It rivals even Tural.
Tural is icy. Okay, okay. Tural is icy. We are attempting to file that in the brain. Tural.
Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
Oh my god!
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know.
If you look long enough, Wuk Lamat, they'll wave at you.
So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Haam. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
Go on then.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
I wonder if her brother's also an adopted Hrothgar, or if her brother is in fact a Mamurja.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
She's a nerd, just like you.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in this city.
Hrothgar then. Also adopted?
He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day.
Unless we're getting like new lore, like, oh yeah, no, totally, we had Mamulja students and Kobold students, and insert every other tribal type of character.
And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studium? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret.
Did he change his name too? Because you did drop his name.
Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Yes! Yes!
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
I just changed back into this and we're just over here standing on
The
glaciers.
researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Ahaha! Alright. Search for signs of your
The
prey.
researchers should be just ahead.
Nice.
There. The building to the northeast.
Up there?
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
Grah just started with an auto attack. I just saw him smack the fucking golem with his scepter. Erenville's literally just chilling. He's like, okay, you have fun with that. Too bad y'all don't have a healer though, huh? Shut up.
Look! Someone's in trouble.
Someone help! Onslaught, okay.
Taste my axe.
She's so good.
These animals are useless in process.
They leave us no choice. What else got said? Okay. Alright, speak with the hard-pressed survivor. Give me 1 second. Taste my axe. Ah! These animals are usually so docile. What has happened to this island? Okay. Are you alright? Yes, thanks to you. We can't talk to anybody else? No, okay, just them. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are! Naia, the adventurer who saved our star! Would that our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
There, it should be safe to cross now. Okie dokie. Don't say anything else. Oh, she does! Once you cross the chasm, my colleague shouldn't be far. Alright. Oh, I see. She gets a speech bubble. Nice. Alright. Oh, there's secrets over here? I know it's just a little instance of Haam, but still. Whee!
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Ooh. Ooh! Those penguins are bigger than those flying birds. Distressed researcher. If you've come to answer the petition, you should speak with my colleague here. Okay. The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find, and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us. Anything else? Good luck in there. Please be careful. The animals will set upon you with nary a second thought. Okie dokie.
I'll handle this.
Wow, Raha, you get your own LB. Ooh. Ooh.
Is that all?
Is that all?
Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
This space is so big. Oh, a carcass, huh? What have we here? Struck down defending its territory, most like. You find ravaged beast remains torn to shreds by sharp talons.
These claw marks, I've seen their like before.
Uh-huh.
It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
What manner of beast could it be? I see no tracks that match those claw marks, and such marks would be too common in any case. There has to be a clue here somewhere. How large do you suppose it is? The beast has feathers, eh? What's this? Tattered plumage. You find feathers are scattered about the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
I presume it's even safe to eat.
I see the next sparkle spot. So many strange plants you have here. Focus, we've no time for picking flowers. Don't we though? Animal leavings. That's poop. Ugh, the smell! The cloying stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Oh!
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
We found poop and feathers and a mauled carcass. Wahoo! You said the beast is close. Even so, we should speak with the researchers first. Oh, I was just trying to sheath my weapon. That's okay.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Oh.
What is that thing?
Oh my god. Giant Colibri. Yeah, it is.
It speaks?
It mimics.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Okay, Aaronville, way to take away our LB1.
Come, Wuk Lamat.
Right.
Sploosh.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Sure, sure.
Forgive me, but I fail to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat. Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
What a fucked up big dude. He's got shit growing on him. Shaking that dude. Okay, let me fix my camera for combat. Alright. So, Wuk is a tank, so I probably shouldn't have to worry about aggro too much. Raha, I don't think he's packing any heals, so I'll just keep my eyes on their hot bars.
Talk all you like, Bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. I'm already, you blasted bird.
Oh, Graha is packing heals. Let's go. Hecking flurry?
Look out!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Sticky spit? I don't like the way that sounds. Ah.
Quickly, gather together.
Woo! Hey, hey! Hey, I hate that.
I've got you.
Huh? Huh? Oh! That was cool as hell!
Too close.
Steady now.
Imagine if that was a preview of Warrior 100 skill. You basically get like friendly fire home gang. Hey! I was out of that. Rude. Tank rescue reel.
Spread out, everyone!
Whee! No, come back.
Who paid for that?
Hey, hey, hey. Oh. Alright, alright, alright. Let me out. I've gotta... My finisher, though! Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Get out of there. Get out of there, get out of there. I definitely could have angled that so that my resolution hit both of them. Whoops, that's okay. Ruffling of feathers? Huh, huh, huh? Oh, I know this mechanic. Get lasered.
Huh, that was hardly a tickle. Try this.
Oh, but my...
Eh,
Okay,
nothing to it.
there we go. I was gonna get so upset, Wuk Lamat, if you took away my finisher.
Throw everything you have at it.
Easy. That was fun. What a creepy mega colibri.
And I had barely limbered up.
We had fun. Aww. Colibri.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. What a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Wanna fight it again?
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Huh.
Leave this to me.
Yeah!
Krile.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
She had to find that jobstone, Graha.
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuk Lamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
She just said she wants to go on the adventure with us, Graha.
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Hydaelyn. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
Contribute. Man, the Picto weapons are gonna be so cool looking. I wonder if Krile's using like a starter set or if that's like an artifact. Wow, man. Or if it's unique like Alice's rapier.
And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style.
Hey, I'm versatile too, Krile.
What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
But yeah, the Pictomancer artifact here has definitely been shown to us, you're right. I just haven't stared at the weapon close enough to say whether or not Krile's is a match to it or not.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
The letter, Raha.
Yes, there is. This letter from Tural.
Tural.
It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Which isn't terribly.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant.
What? I thought Galul was like a very common part of Mamulja naming. Okay.
What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this.
Aw. But?
Given how culturally diverse Tural is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali.
Turali!
And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tural. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Maybe. It has a salad on its head. And then we were back. Thanks to Wuk Lamat, we now know who sent the letter to Grandfather, among other things. But many questions still remain. I understand Krile's feelings all too well. The desire to do one's part. It can be daunting to try and keep up, but nothing will change unless we take the first step. Ah, what an exciting hunt that was! And now, it's time to savor the reward. With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the Colibri meat. For better or for worse, there's really only one place we can take it to here in Sharlayan. The last stand. Come, let us see what Dickon can cook up for us. Oh boy, it was a whole day trip. We started at dawn and now it is nighttime. Also. Wait, what do you mean no? There is... There it is. It's like I know there's a Colibri. Tight-beaked parrot. For my friends. I want to talk to my friends. Just straight to Dickon? Alright, that's fine. Well now, there's a famished face if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Naia? Well, we actually have something for you. Oh ho, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me, I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors. And for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear?
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Sharlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
As long as you eat here, at the last stand, you'll have tasty food, Wuk Lamat.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Give it here. If you don't want it, give it here. I'll take that.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Isle of Haam after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
That was Zero. And me.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
Since we
I
were
beg to
little.
differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
That's why you told her stories about the Warrior of Light and introduced her to us directly. Uh-huh.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
You know, Aaronville, you could just, like, write a little primer. Use a pen name if you really wanted to. You are literally in Sharlayan. That would be a hit, my boy.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
He's going to be a miser.
Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long.
Okay, but can I have some of that spicy curry and naan? I can't help but notice you're keeping it on your side of the table. And all I've got is a salad. And a piece of Colibri meat.
The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
Wow, that's really recent.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
Oh?
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
Oh, that wouldn't work, hun. That would not work.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
But who are the other 2 claimants? I want to know. Who else? Who else?
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it.
Also, what a weird hot take from a core NPC after the events of Stormblood, where we literally, like, go out and take advantage of a separate nation's cultural practices to usurp and use their military. I'm talking about the Azim Steppe.
The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
But yeah, we're deliberately not being told who the other 2 claimants are, so obviously of the 2 choices presented, we're rooting for Wuk over the conquest-addled ambition candidate, but who else? Who else, Wuk Lamat? Who else?
And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tuliolal?
Based on present information? it is a worthy cause. Naia would
You
be down
don't
for.
need to decide right this moment,
Oh, okay.
but I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
I don't know. I don't like the idea of the bad guy winning and then us taking it back, because that just smacks, again, of like a repeat of the Azim step dynamic, and I'd rather not. I like this culture shift here where outside assistance is welcomed and encouraged in favor of, you know, relationships and networking and all of that, versus haha, colonialist savior complex again. Like, let's not. Please, let's not.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
Roommates!
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Oh. She's like, there's a doggy bag option. I could have the leftovers. But yeah, I get what you mean. Like, every time we help somebody secure some legacy, they just kind of bloop out of interaction existence for us, which does rather suck. How we feeling? Judging by Wuk Lamat's reaction, it appears Turari cuisine isn't excessively fiery. Well, Graha, you've got to understand just how much spice me and Zero put in those dishes. It is not normal. Whether Wuk Lamat has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say. But I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission's success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Okay. Really? Really? The food options are all of the second tier raid foods? AKA what? Ugh, man. I think the sandwiches are bis for black mages, so I could at least grab those to give to somebody else. Or 1,500. Yeah, I'll just take the. Give me the money. Yeah, we might know the other. Oh, there's one more quest. I was almost expecting that to be the end. Ooh. Alright, we do have another ad hitting, so just be prepared if anybody's here without ad prevention measures. I'm just gonna let it roll. I also love this. When you finish the tribal quest, the tribal alliance quest for Endwalker, you get some new NPCs showing up some places. In fact, there's some more. Very good alliance quest. Or allied quest, I should say. Alright, Graha, what do we got? The Coming Dawn. Oh, right, and we get the backpack, I think. Grahatia is mulling over what you have learned of Wuk Lamat and her plan. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuk Lamat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Noumenon is bound to have some information on the continent. It certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed, or just the thought of burying myself in books is making me feel sleepy. Nah, Naia loves reading. Quite right. Not only would it help you to make an informed decision, but if you do choose to go, you would be better prepared for what awaits. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Off to the archives. Alright, you take that route. I'ma touch a crystal. Books, books, books. A blue-covered book. What's this one? Principles of Blue Magic and Spell Acquisition. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the ceruleum deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallaki's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. And then we have Martin turning it into a freaking sideshow in Old Daw. You say anything, Isilswiss? Anything special? We've recently seen an influx of students requesting volumes pertaining to the exploits of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and their progenitors, the Circle of Knowing. Curious indeed. Is it really? Curious? Seems quite predictable. But yeah, there was, I never noticed, like, the... Why is this shelf so empty? What happened here? Granville, did you eat those books? No, okay. Still rifling through materials, are you? Unfortunately, I'm struggling to find just the right tome. A leather-bound book. What's this one? Lines in the Sand. The Geopolitics of Hydaelyn. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents and Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Allegans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilsabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungles. Such was the way of it, until the leader of the Mamurja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history, and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the Autarch's greatness. Autarch, also known as the... what they call it? The Dawn... Protector? Dawn Greeter? It wasn't Dawn Father, was it? It might have been. Anyway, we have a faded tome. The Flora and Fauna of Tural. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands, of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wiver. Or a wive. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the wyver is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand the horned brute's rampage. Valigarmanda. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. Alright, that mentioned the same critter that Wuk Lamat did. Unblemished book. This one's new? It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tural. Oh, this is Eorzean cuisine, a history. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous potato. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Lominsan sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketenram. I feel like we've heard of that guy before. Was that... What's Mervib's dad's name? Ketenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram would return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa. The most notable of these was the potato, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketenram's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito, and gripping legends, such as that of the Golden City, reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Ketenram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Having perused a wide selection of books relating to Tural, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Garahatia will be eager to know what you have discovered. Should you wish to read these books again, speak with the reference page. Oh, cool. Garahatia! How's your reading going? Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. I sure did. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Okay. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on Cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? Burritos! Oh, I was rather taken with the tale of Ketenram. I have heard of Ketenram before, that's true. Popotos, I have a newfound appreciation for them. That we've kind of already known. In-game lore and descriptions and stuff. The legendary city of gold. Okay. Naia is in fact ephemero. She is a sea wolf. Ketenram is a sea wolf name. And I'm almost certain it ties to Mervib. It's been a while. I don't remember though. Ah, yes, the renowned Lominsan explorer who traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. And his accomplishments didn't end there. He traveled Tural extensively and even forged a friendship with the Dawn Servant. If we were able to meet Ketenram, what things we could learn. Alas, all of this happened nigh 80 years ago, and he may no longer be alive to tell his tales. A score is 20, right? But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. We did. We learned about alpacas and wyverns and the Valagarmanda entry was pretty pathetic, to be honest. Are we gonna talk about alpacas or... Like, Naia does craft, so she's intrigued on that front. Also, they're cute, but wyverns are relevant because of their use as siege beasts. Ah, yes, the great horned beasts kept by the Mamulja, who unleash them on fortified positions to devastating effect. That reminds me, I recall hearing that a few specimens were brought to Vilbrand not long ago. Perhaps it's possible to see them on the island. Really? I thought I heard familiar voices. Twins! Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, have some research of your own, do you? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Radzat Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history of how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what of you two? What endeavor brings you here this day? We're learning about Tural. We just had a little outing with a princess. Ran into the biggest Colibri I've ever seen, and then ate it. A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We'd do well to read up on Tural ourselves. The contest... Is Naia the only one allowed to help Wuk Lamat? There was no mention of such restrictions, as I recall. On the contrary, Wuk Lamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have planning to do. Alice, wait! It would seem our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. Sure thing. Alright, back to the annex. I will simply touch crystal. Nobody's sneaking around out here that isn't normally here? Don't think so. What you staring at? Guraha, you good?
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Oh, of course. We've read like 3 brochures.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuk Lamat's request?
We covered this earlier. With the available information, Naia is down. I never say no to a new adventure. That's pretty true. I'm still undecided. I'd rather not get involved in politics. It's the adventure. It's definitely the adventure hook for her. But also, it seems like a worthy cause. The information we've been given, while incomplete, does already inspire action.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Noumenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think.
Okay.
It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
The Agora? have put the emphasis on the middle syllable the entire time I've been playing. Agora. Agora? Huh. Okay, Thancred, don't join in or anything. Jeez. Alright, Ojika. Let me see Wuk Lamat. He's already been approached and is spying. Well, that's certainly a take. Oh, look, there's an... Wait, he just... There was someone over here who looked very much like Eorzean, but it was a player. That was very well timed. Welcome back, Naia. If you're looking for Wuk Lamat, she is currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch them for you. You could just take me there. That's less of a bother, right? Everybody's already in there. What a goofy move. Alright. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Okay. I could have just gone to her room. Why am I not allowed in her room? Everybody else is there. Please go ahead to the main hall. It won't be long. Alright, alright. Since I'm apparently too good to visit people in their rooms, everybody's gotta come see me. The lighting in this room is awful.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I wish to boldly go where I've never gone before. Or, I've never been one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it. That's the option. What the heck? There we go. My computer just like alt-tabbed me without me touching any keys. It was weird.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural be its own reward.
Tural.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you? Alphano, Alize! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Noumenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuk Lamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville's toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
To be clear, we were also toads with them.
'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzean and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Aww.
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable.
Wuk Lamat, I love you, friend.
They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
Oh, oh, oh. What's wrong, Krile?
As I recall, Krile, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
Oh?
But, Raha...
You're coming on the boat too later, though, right?
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
I love that Warrior of Light face animation, though. That, like, wide-eyed pleading, like, you better keep going.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Oh, that eye animation. Lala fell supremacy in that moment.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
What? A fortune? Oh, Why is that map glowing?
There.
Please tell me it's to scale.
This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits.
Oh.
Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Oh, I see. That is a much smaller map than I thought it was gonna be. I thought he was gonna put up like just a Tural map, like over in the corner, approximately where it might really be with that giant wall map. But no. No, we just defaced the existing map. Ripped whatever was behind that segment. Okay, hold on. Don't get that. Ah, the character art. Good stuff. I can... 1, 2. And Is that not it? Oh, you have to open the menu first, I see. We're just having a slideshow. think this one here with Zero and Golbez was vaguely new. Yeah, these are new! Yay! Fritra and Isaiah going for a fly around Thavmere. Oh, is that our last one? Yep, alright. I was kinda hoping that the slideshow would last along with the credits, even on the accelerated scroll speed. Oh my goodness. We're free! Those were tremendously long. Alright, Ojika. Lest you wonder about your passage to Tural, Erenville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you, a rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please, take your ease. Don't worry, Ojika. I know when departure is. Knapsack. Research has proven that wearing a knapsack or similar greatly reduces the likelihood of being pestered with questions about how you can carry so many items. Used to acquire a knapsack. Oh, more cutscenes. Meanwhile, in Limsa...
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
Yeah, it depends where you're going, boy. We got lots of boats.
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
Retkimpf. He just leaves without an answer. Estinian's just gonna dragoon jump across the Indigo Deep is what's gonna happen. No boat? That's fine. Meanwhile, in Old Sharlayan, where we are? Okay, Deception Husbands, what's up?
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Oh, please. Like this wasn't arranged. Eorzean, you should know better.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
I feel like it goes without saying they're not being recruited by the, you know, expansionist, overambitious one. So, if it's not Wuk Lamat, it must be one of the other two that reached out to them. I'm putting my suspicions close to my... Yeah, sure, No, he's just doing his usual fate shroud of it all, yeah.
Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
I see you devs making the resolution of that letter approximately 52. Can't read nothing.
Come, my friend. We make for Tural.
Okay, it said meanwhile, but we definitely just lost like 12 hours of daylight. What happened?
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Check.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offord's north?
Not yet.
The fabled golden cities of the New World?
Oh! I love this. They re-recorded those lines to make them a little more dreamy and enticing and a little less, antagonistic, shall I call them? I love that, though. Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizon's bond, and tread the gilded path beyond. Emmet Silk has been added to the Unending Codex. Ooh! Alright, tomorrow's unknown. 20 points. Oh no! So funny. Funny story. I was hoping that my next achievement would be a 5-pointer for a completely silly reason. Because I had 22,235 points. Or, no, sorry, not 235. 415. My bad. 415. Because the goal was to make it land on 420. But, alas, we have earned 20 points. Oh, also that was on LOL achievements, not in game. Just kidding. Sun Chaser. Cool. Alright, let's redeem our knapsack. Nice. Hey, that's that. We did it. We have prepared for Dawn Trail. That is not the button I meant to hit. That's fine. We've completed the existing MSQ. My rainy day story fund is exhausted. So, we're gonna go ahead and... What did I do? Ah. Boop! Say good evening, Sina Streamers. Till next time!